We have a major upset tonight. We'll find out. Everybody up on your feet. Here's a salute to you, the greatest fans in auto racing, dirt late model fans. Let's hear it.
Live from the Big Avocado tonight in Ocala, Florida. Teach.
What are you going to do on your day off tomorrow? Are you going to?
I'll probably buzz up to the racetrack at Alltech and make sure. I mean, who knows? I may be back with you Friday night if Dustin's not ready.
They may be having a Thunderstock test session at Oaks Bay or something tomorrow.
I'll be there doing tire reports on Thunderstocks tomorrow night, right down what these guys got on. This is good, James. This is going to be really good.
Are they running Michelin's or Cooper?
That's great.
Oh, man. Doug Bland trying to get them on Goodyears.
Man, now we're open. Yeah, that's a whole. I had Doug Bland on the Rigsby report.
He did. That was very interesting.
He was a great guest, actually.
Very
interesting. Fantastic guest.
Who's your next guest on the Rigsby report?
What about James Essex? I've never had.
Yeah, you have.
No, I don't think I've had you. Did I?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. You and I would just talk about old Brownstown 1990s memories for 3 straight hours.
I need to get on the drive
Join us, hop in the van tonight. You're welcome
Tell the fans when you're going to be on.
Drive home tonight on the Flow Racing and Dirt on Dirt Facebook page. About 30 minutes after the race is over. Well, I got to call the Thunderstock, so about an hour after the race is over tonight. Check out the Facebook page.
You may have Rich Pratt riding shotgun with you tonight, right?
I'll let Rich Pratt drive the van.
All right, it's been enjoyable, my man. We're ready to go. Here at Ocala Speedway, behind the Brandon Ford pace truck, as it exits in the middle of the back straightaway, Hudson O'Neal and Blair Nodorf. They will fire at the Nutrient Act Solutions start zone. This is the Dixie Chopper. Feel the thunder. Bunched up in turn 4. We're still green. Hudson O'Neal in lead lap 1. Clay Harris the second. Brian Shirley running in third. Michael down the back straightaway.
Well, we talked about how Hudson O'Neal is going to be hard to beat if he jumps out to a lead. He jumped out to a commanding lead. Blair Nodorf had the same issue he had in that heat race last night where he just slipped up, and you can see here well out of the groove.
All right, O'Neal, Harris, Shirley, Davenport, Drake traveling up to 5th. And it's Thornton, Nodorf, Wilson, Winger, Bronson, your top 10. Again, it's not going to be very long before they pick up the tail end of the field. O'Neal's about a half a lap ahead of that right now as he comes out of turn number 2. Half a lap behind the tail end of the field. Now he's about on the same straightaway. That last time around, Clay Harris, 2.1 seconds behind Hudson O'Neal, the defending Lucas Oil 800 Series national champion, looking for his second win in the series and his third in Speedway as he hits into turn 3, 4 in the record books. Again, 40 laps tonight. As long as the track stays raceable, it'll be Delaware double file till 5 or less laps remaining in the race, and O'Neal's already picked up the tail end of the field, Michael, out at turn 2 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Hudson wasting no time picking him up and putting him down. I think it's important for Clay Harris, if he wants to maintain a good finishing position, to kind of hang around second or third here. He can't fade too far back. Hudson slips up there in lap traffic. He's out of line, James.
Yeah, and he's slowing down a little bit, man. Wow, that was interesting there as he couldn't get his momentum back, and Harris closes right behind him, and here comes Brian Shirley. Down the main straightaway, not sure what happened to Hudson O'Neal, but he lost a lot of ground there as he goes to the outside. Clay Harris for the lead. I have never said that in my lifetime. Clay Harris takes the lead in the Lucas Oil 800 Series.
I'm not sure everything is totally right on that Rocket 1 house car right now. He's battling back on the top, but Clay Harris, James, leads at Ocala.
Wow. Who picked him, by the way? We got a long way to go. 32 to go. He's out in front. Essex's pick. Harris out in front. O'Neal, Shirley, Davenport, Thornton is 5th. Troutman, Wilson, Winger, Bronson, McCready, your top 10. And the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out on the racetrack, and Tanner English. Does he have a problem in the 96V, and he's going to go pit side out of this one?
James, we talked about it. It's just not often that you see the Rocket House car have any issues. And I don't know whether HUD had something go wrong on the race car there. He got kind of hemmed up behind a lap car between turns 1 and 2. And Clay Harris, to his credit, I said he's got to stay around the top 2 or 3. He took the lead. Could it be Clay Harris night in America? He is leading with 32 laps to go, James.
Unbelievable. By the way, go to DaveWarrenSegway.com. Register to win a 2024 Segway U10T, UT10 side-by-side. And we'll give that away to Eldora at the Dirt Track World Championship. Michael Rigsby, 8 laps in the books. It's Clay Harris out in front for the first time in his career in a Lucas Oil race. Hudson O'Neal second. Brian Shirley is third. Then it's Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thornton Jr. fifth. Drake Troutman sixth. Seventh is Dalton Wilson. Eighth is Ashton Winger. Ninth is Kyle Bronson. 10th is Tim McCready. Blair Nodorf is back to 11th. And Marler, Moran, Pearson, and boom.
Ben, do you know from the infield at all, or did anybody mention anything about Hudson having any issues there with the race car? I didn't know if you could see from your angle.
No, it seemed like he went off in the corner, and almost wonder if something, not necessarily broke, but has been on that race car, because he went off into 1 and 2 and just about lost the handle on it. That, or maybe the race car is just a little too free. We'll keep an eye on him here, but something definitely does not seem right on that one car after the first few laps, or he just drove away from the pack.
8 laps complete. O'Neal led the first 7. And Harris out in front now, the Jupiter, Florida driver.
This quickly becomes one of the, no matter how Speed Week ends, one of the 3 or 4 biggest Speed Week storylines if the 6 car holds on and wins this race. And I mean that. This becomes a big story if Clay Harris hangs on and does this tonight. Long way to go. Long way to go.
All right, here we go at the Nutrien Solutions restart zone. The Jupiter, Florida driver lead him to the line. We're back underway. Into turn 1, O'Neal and Brian Shirley got way up top, and here comes Davenport down the back straight away, those side by side. JD and Shirley into 3. Thornton get a little bit out of shape, and the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is now we got a car sitting in turn number 2, and it's Blair Nodorf. Michael.
Yeah, he went off in the corner, rear end of the race car, caught the concrete, brought the front around, and then he tried to drive off, spun it around, and Nodorf's night goes sideways, literally and figuratively, up in turns 1 and 2 to draw the Dave Warren Power Sports caution. As I tell you what, it seemed like Hudson got a much better restart that time, guys.
I think if you're Blair Nodorf, you're happy that you 2 straight nights have speed early in the night, but you are not happy 2 straight nights that you couldn't cash it all the way in.
And he was running in 11th. We'll get another.
Replay,
He was running in 11th, Michael, from the outside of the front row. We'll get a look at that, see if he will continue. His career finished 12th. Yeah, just got there. They got pinched up the track and out of the race.
Yeah, you can see how you really do see how that top, they've done such a good job with the crown, but there's still a shelf up there, right? And that if you get both right rear tires over it, or excuse me, both rear tires, I should say, over it, it's going to suck you in, and it's going to take you into the wall, and that happened to the 76 right there.
So Harris will be out in front. O'Neal will have the pick on the Delaware double file restart. Again, it's still go back to that the running order of the last scored lap, lap 8. Shirley, Davenport, Thornton, Troutman, Wilson, Winger, Bronson, McCready. So that'll be Marler to 11th. 12th, Moran, who took a provisional. Devin Moran started 23rd. He's already up to 12th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. An early candidate for the Todd Steel Building's hard charger.
I won't declare him out of the race tonight. I'll try to avoid doing that like I did to Brian Shirley last night. And he's definitely done.
He's taking that to heart.
And he's the hard charger.
He may win this race.
Yeah, right.
All right, here we go. On the Delaware double file, Clay Harris at the Nutrien Solutions restart zone. 32 laps to go. It's still a long way as they come out at turn 4 at Ocala, back at it. Into turn 1, Clay Harris keeping it glued on the bottom. O'Neal, Davenport, Shirley now. We'll go back to 4th. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr., the 20 RT. Never count those 2 out. Drake Troutman in the hunt in car 7. It's still Clay Harris showing the way in Ocala.
That 6 car is just rotating so well off the bottom. 15.335 on that last lap, James. 3/10 quicker than Hudson O'Neal was the 6, and we have another caution.
Dave Warren Power Sports caution on the track. And it is that the 7 of Drake Troutman?
It is.
Who was running in 7th. All right, go 9 laps in the book, so another caution, 3rd of the race.
You and Dustin Jarrett, who brilliantly call out the eye test all the time. Eye test says, and I'm not saying he's going to win the race. Clay Harris, the eye test and the stopwatch, fastest car on the track. His exit speed was unbelievable off turn 2. 15.335 the last lap. Like I said, Hudson 15.6, JD 15.7, Brian Shirley 16.3. He's a second faster than the 4th place car right now.
Mike Marlar also involved in that.
Mikey also parking in the darkest spot in the pit area without question for our drone down there.
So the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, let's see, down there the 97 of Cody Overton.
Cody Overton, they were looking under the rear end of that race car, and crew not in a big hurry. Not sure if we're going to see the 97 make his way back out. Meanwhile, Drake Troutman's going to creep in down here as well. And the Wheeler Metals car number... And he's going to keep on rolling. The Wheeler Fleet Solutions, I should say, race car. He rejoins the back of the pack after spinning it around over in turn number 2.
Is Marlar still down there?
Drake Troutman was running 7.
Yeah, Marlar is at the far end of it, James. Good call. He was hidden down there as they're taking a look at that race car right now. A lot of good cars from last night's had some bad luck so far here tonight. Looks like Marlar's going to make his way back out. The Skyline Motorsports 157.
Yeah, McCready cut through the infield there. I'm not sure how it all... They were all bunched up down there. Okay, 9 in the books now, and then Harris will be on the front. O'Neill second. Davenport is now third. Shirley fourth. Thornton fifth. Bronson is sixth right now in the 40B after starting 13th.
This is torture for Clay Harris, right?
Winger, yeah.
You got the lead. You want green flag laps. That's all you want right now.
Devin Moran update. What is he, 9th now?
10th. Or what would be, because with Drake Troutman out.
Troutman out, or Troutman to the back. Moran started 23rd. He's now
23rd to 9th. In 9 laps.
Yes.
Like I said, there's nobody that loves racing Florida more than Dev. And he didn't look particularly good in the B mains tonight. It's not like he looked great either.
B mains pay nothing.
Hot laps pay more than B mains on the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
That is correct. All right.
One to go here, James.
Boy, last night, Herb, he had about a second and a half lead. 10 car lengths at one point. Right now, he is up to 16th, by the way, after starting 24th. But Devin Moran, an early candidate for the Todd Steele Building's Hard Chargers. Clay Harris leads them out at turn 4 at the Nutradac Solutions restart zone to begin lap 10. Here comes Davenport to the top. Shirley on the bottom. Thornton trying to get his way through there. And Bronson, and look out of the backs right away. They might have got together. Devin Moran shot out of a cannon. Here comes 99, Michael.
He is on the extreme top side of the racetrack going for, I think, and we have another, James.
Dave Warren Power Sports caution.
In turn 4. Garrett Alberson and Tony Jackson Jr. are both involved in that one. We are having trouble getting a rhythm tonight.
We did get a lap in. We're at lap 10. Clay Harris will still be your leader. Devin Moran, 23rd to 8th in 10 laps.
15 cars passed or spots inherited in 10 laps.
Well, and he's getting
what happened down there. They were running.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Jackson
real quick, guys. Tony Jackson Jr. down there. They're going to put a new right rear tire on the 25 car. Mike Marlar back into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit as well. And Garrett Alberson looks like he's going to need a push to get back going at the top of turn 4.
I think we've got to look at this from our speed camera that's on the front stretch here, exactly what happened with Garrett and Tony Jackson here. Yeah, Tony just got sucked up there, and Garrett had nowhere to go. Bit of a clunky start tonight, James, a little clunky. And again, Clay Harris sitting in that car going, please, just give me some green flag laps.
Hey, you worry about tires sealing over. I'm not sure 10 laps into the race, though. But O'Neill second, Davenport, Shirley, Thornton, Bronson, Winger, Moran, McCready, Dalton Wilson 10th. Mark Whitener, who came out of a B main, he started 19th. He's up to 11th. Tyler Erb up to 14th after starting 24th. So a lot of movers and shakers here tonight.
And Devin really running that top line. It looks similar to last night. I know it's about the third time I've said that, but I mean it. It has that similar look, feel, cadence to it that it did last night. 30 to go. We'll see how it holds up, but it kind of appears as though we're going to have a similar. I can see Ricky Thornton and JD up there kind of shaking that down a little bit. What's up here, right? What's up here? What do we got up here? Can we run up here?
I don't know, but they better be alert on that 99 now. Devin Moran will restart on the top as they come out of turn 4 at the Nutradac Solutions restart zone. 10 down, 30 to go. in the Lucas Oil Late 100 Series in Ocala, Florida. Thornton tries to stick his nose in there, and you get a little run there. They got together that last time around, Bronson and Thornton. Out at turn 4, 11 in the books. And oh no, turn 4 at the Dave Warren Power Sports caution. And we got the 79 of McIntosh, the 157 of Marlar, and
Mark Whitener.
Mark Whitener in the 5. Wow, we can't get a rhythm going here.
Mark Whitener does not look particularly happy to me. I think we should probably see what he's angry about, James. He is a Lucas Oil official down there trying to say, hey, Mark, let's take a step back and relax. But again, Mark Whitener, the Florida native, not happy.
He was running in 11th.
Jeremy Shields doing his best to put himself between him and wherever Mark's headed here. Now you've got Canute as well. I didn't see what happened, James. I was watching a little closer to the front of the pack, so Mark obviously upset with somebody. I'm not sure who. The Lucas Oil officials preventing us from finding that out. Very.
He was running in 11th when that all happened down there. So 11 laps in the books. Well, no. Go back to lap 10 as it's the leader plus 3. We only got 2 across the loop line. So Clay Harris, Hudson O'Neal, so we'll go back to lap 10. There we go.
Yeah, Mark Whitener out of his race car, obviously. Mike Marlar out of his race car. I think Donald is as well. Donald might still be sitting in his down there. But yeah, some heavy damage to the front end of the number 5.
Widener was running 11th. McIntosh was running 19th. Marlar 24th.
Yeah, so Mikey must have got caught up in that. It's for Whitener to be in 11th and Mikey to be in 24th. They're not running near each other when the caution comes out.
Yeah, Marlar comes in tonight 5th in the points. And, of course, we get through the weekend, which the weather looks great again. Come on out to All-Tech on Friday and Saturday. That'll give us 6. And then next Thursday at East Bay, they can start throwing out their worst finishes, of course, through Golden Isles there at the end of February. So Clay Harris still your race leader.
It was close, though. Prior to that yellow coming out, Hudson O'Neal and him, and that's where you and I were focused. Hudson O'Neal was pulling right alongside him as we headed into turns 1 there, and then we had this melee.
We've had that now 2 restarts in a row. Thornton coming out of turn 2 kind of, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, it looks like Mark might not have been happy with Turbo.
Yeah, we just caught that from up here as well. Looks like he was voicing his displeasure with the driver of the best performance green, number 1, Tyler Erb.
But Ben, it looks like Thornton, the last couple of restarts, coming out of 2, kind of stumble a little bit, and Bronson and they all kind of bunch up over their bottleneck coming out of 2.
Yeah, and Ashton Winger's got some really good runs off the top of 2 during all that. If we can ever get more than 1 freaking lap at a time, we might have a real good battle out front. And like you said, Rigsby, Clay Harris has got to wonder, come on, man, what is happening back there?
You know, I thought that, Ben, but he might be thinking, hey, if I only have to run 1 lap every time and then get a yellow, I can do this 29 more times.
He wants a time limit.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Like they did at East Bay the other night. What, 20 laps for 60 minutes, whichever comes first.
There is no better notes keeper and nuggets keeper than Kevin Kovac. He just sent me this regarding Clay Harris. Of course, he's 22 years old. This is his 4th Lucas Oil start, of course, all this year, obviously. All this month, 15th and 22nd at Golden Isles, 14th last night. He did not qualify 1 other time, James, the last time you met him. Well, actually, this was in 2020. Yeah, during
2020, the reopening tour at East Bay.
And 3 times in 21, once at All-Tech, twice at Ocala. He also has a did not qualify in his only career start at Volusia in 2021. Saying all of that to say, without question, monumentally would be his biggest victory here tonight.
Well, damage on the 157, Mike Marlar, 5th place here last night. So Clay Harris will, as you mentioned, be your leader. Hudson O'Neal, Jonathan Davenport, Brian Shirley, Ricky Thornton Jr., top 5. Then Kyle Bronson, Ashton Winger, Devin Moran, Tim McCready, Dalton Wilson, top 10. So that'll move Boom Briggs to 11th, I believe. Brandon Shepard, Tyler Earl Pearson Jr., Ross Robinson, your top 15 unofficially there.
We talked about the rhythm we had last night. You see Mike Marlar on the back of the four-wheeler with Jeremy Shields. We had this great rhythm, pace, everything. But I think we went one or two cautions at most last night, I think. How many is this now? 5? Dave Warren cautions?
I've lost track.
I think it's 5.
5, thank you.
Ashley Schwale from across the press box letting us know 5. You can hear it in her voice. 5.
Dave Warren's getting some good pub tonight.
Yes.
Dave Warren, Segway.com to register for the 2024 Segway UT10 side-by-side given away to Eldora. Again, Dave Warren, W-A-R-R-E-N, Segway. And again, that's not a Segway as you think about it. It is a side-by-side. Beautiful. Beautiful unit there. Thank you very much. You want to take a break, Michael?
Yes, James. Throw us to break, James, if you would,
Let's have a
please.
break, see if we've got any more Thunderstock money coming in here tonight. 10 laps in the books. Clay Harris is your leader. We'll be back here on MAV TV on Flow Racing from Ocala, Florida. Welcome back here to Ocala Speedway, Ocala, Florida. James Essex, Michael Rigsby, and Ben Shelton. 5 cautions in the last 3 laps, Michael.
I don't. Just the way you said it.
Once we get going. Well,
the way you said it was the best. Because I actually think when we get going, it's going to be pretty good. So I understand why you feel the way that you do.
So right now, out of the race, we know English, Nodorf, Marlar, McIntosh, Whitener will be out. So we should have, about 23 cars left here.
A nice round number, though. 30 to go. And a Saturday night feature at Brownstown, James, in 1995.
The lights of the scoreboard are burned out at 30.
We're going to bounce back, guys. We are 22 minutes in and 10 laps in. We got to do better. We got to do better.
We're going to do better. Going to be a good finish here down the stretch. James, is that how long Brownstown features were in the late 80s and early 90s? 30. Local Saturday night features, 30 laps.
I think we ran 2 Jackson 100s in back-to-back years, never had a caution. In 2 years, 200 laps without a caution.
The question was, though, were local features 30 laps, James, at Brownstown? Is that right, on a Saturday night?
They were.
Okay,
They used to be 25, then they went to 30 several years ago. You are correct.
Okay. Yeah, Brownstown, some of the greatest 100-lap races in this country's history have happened at that little quarter mile in Jackson County.
All right, 10 in the books, Clay Harris. Hudson O'Neill second, Jonathan Davenport third. Ricky Thornton running in fifth, Brian Shirley still fourth. Bronson, Winger, Moran, the early Todd Steel Buildings hard charger in 99. From 23rd to 8th. And he may not be done yet.
starting on the bottom here. He's been running the top. Maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't, but he is restarting on the bottom here, Devin is.
We're going to keep going in this Delaware double file, but this keeps up. Who knows, right? You could change that. Here we go, back underway. Davenport to the outside of O'Neal. Clay Harris still leads. Davenport will have that top. You wonder how the moisture is bleeded back up through this track. Davenport's going to go to the outside. He was testing that during the caution. Shirley runs in fourth. Clay Harris still leads with 11 scored.
JD shoved out of the groove completely there. Shirley and Ricky both get by him coming out of turns 4.
Down the back straightaway, Bronson 6. Moran up another spot to 7th. Ashton Winger, McCready, Dalton Wilson, Dennis Shepard up to 11. It is still Clay Harris into turn 1. O'Neal running in second. Down the back straightaway.
You know, prior to that yellow, James, there were so many guys all over the racetrack, the middle and the top, and they've really all kind of dived back down to the bottom now. You got Dalton Wilson grinding away in 3 and 4 as Hudson closes in on your leader a little bit, but I don't know, whatever happened during that long extended caution, they've all gone down to the bottom here.
Settled down pretty good right now as we run another green flag lap. 14 in the books. 6 shy of the halfway mark here tonight. It's 0.6 of a second. Your deficit right there between Clay Harris and Hudson O'Neal. Into turn 3, a 22 and a 23-year-old into turn 3. Off at turn 4, the tail end of the field goes into turn 1. Here comes your race leaders. 15 in the books. Right now, Michael, it's a 2-car breakaway. It is Clay Harris and Hudson O'Neal. A big deficit behind is Brian Shirley.
Pretty close on lap times. Hudson was a 10th quicker that last lap. Eyeball test says he's catching him a little bit. Watch says same thing. Hudson a 10th faster again on that last lap.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll get into traffic. That's what led to the downfall of Herb last night. As they come out of turn number 4, 17 scored for Clay Harris, the Jupiter, Florida driver, into 1. Trying to become the 90th different driver in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series history to go to victory lane. He'll pick up the tail end of the field into 3. He'll dive it back down. O'Neal is still second. Brian Shirley, Ricky Thornton Jr., Jonathan Davenport runs in 5th. Down the main straightaway, and Hudson O'Neal's going to go to the lead on lap 18, Michael.
Yeah, Clay just bobbled there a little bit, got out of the groove, and Hudson was all over him, and quickly.
Again, he's going to pick up the tail end of the field right here, 1 shy of the halfway mark into turn 1. So now Clay Harris, Brian Shirley not out of it yet. Ricky Thornton Jr.'s 4th. We know what he can do. Halfway coming up. So right now on the track, we still have 23 cars left running. Whitener, McIntosh, Marlar, Nodorf, and English are out of the race.
And again, James, they have all kind of settled into that bottom there, which I candidly didn't really see coming before that last restart. I have to ask the guys afterwards kind of what happened during that extended caution.
So right now, O'Neal led the first 7 laps. Clay Harris led lap 8 through 17. And O'Neal's been in front since. 21 in the books.
Here's the thing, you get hemmed up here in lap traffic, so is somebody willing to step to the outside, right? Is Hudson O'Neal comes up on Bob Gardner right here. Is Clay Harris say, all right, we're all running to the bottom, but I'm going to give it a whirl, because this place is weird when you get behind lap cars.
And remember, Clay Harris not running for Lucas Oil points, so he might take some more chances here for that $10,000 payday as they go into turn number 1. Meanwhile, Shirley will close. Thornton, Davenport, Bronson. Kyle is 6th. Moran 7th. Winger, McCready, Brandon Shepard up to 10th. A long green flag stretch of racing as we score 24 in the books. Into 1. See how O'Neal stays back behind that final car on the lead lap, which is Bob Gardner into turn 3. Clay Harris will follow as they come out of turn 4. 16 laps to go into turn 1. Drake Troutman trying there right in front of your leaders into turn number 3, trying to make a move around Max Blair, who runs 21st. So what do you do now, Michael? The way it looks there on the bottom, through that black strip, you just got to stay there, right? You can't get out of line. Hudson O'Neal down the back straightaway. Bob Gardner still in front of him.
Hudson's got to do the thing now, too, where you want to catch Bob Gardner, but you don't really want to catch Bob Gardner. You want to kind of keep him at just the right distance so Clay Harris can't maybe thinking about doing something else.
Right now, back here in the back, Davenport is faded back to 11th right now. Tyler Erb is up to 10th in car 1. So some passing going on there. Out 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, but up front, it's still Hudson O'Neal showing the way in the Valvoline Sorbert Calf Ranch's number 1 car. Battle back there, you see Brian Shirley. They get around Bob Gardner. Here comes Thornton.
Harris is right on him here.
Down the straightaway, the deficit last time around 0.5 of a second still remains 0.5 of a second out of turn 2. Now a little bit of space to the tail end of the field. Drake Troutman now the final car in the lead lap. Running in car 7. Or excuse me, that's the 111 of Max Blair. Max Blair running in 21st. Troutman is out of the race. 0.7 of a second.
You're coming to 9 to go here, James. He's gonna get to Max Blair as far as lap traffic goes. Again, when about 3 laps, somewhere around that, I'd say, maybe 4. But again, I don't know that Clay's gonna have a shot here. Hudson's gonna have to make a mistake.
Got to stay on that bottom down the straightaway. 32 complete, 8 laps to go. Hey, just to make the podium would be great for Clay Harris down the back straightaway. He's going to get a run on O'Neal. Hudson O'Neal, wise beyond his years. He knows to keep it down there. But Clay Harris, as I mentioned, not running for points in the Lucas Oil Series, so he has nothing to lose. As he'll come out at turn number 2, it's still 0.5 of a second as they have got distance between them and Max Blair. Again, who runs 21st, the final car on the lead lap down the straightaway. Devin Moran is up to 6th. He's an early contender for the Todd Steel Building's Hard Charger after starting 23rd. Right now, Clay Harris. Well, we saw what happened here last night. We got down to the white flag, and Tyler Erb had some trouble with lapped cars as they go down the back straightaway. O'Neal right there. Clay Harris. He's about 3 or 4 car lengths back, Michael.
Watch as he comes off turn 4 too. Clay's got this sort of ultra low line here where he's able to like pick up a few ticks on him there. He gives it up in 1 and 2, and Hudson pulls away. But Clay coming out of the bottom of turn 4, again, I don't think he's probably going to catch him, but it is optically when you see him coming out of turn 4, and of course he goes a little bit higher that time, but he picks it up right there. He just picks up a little speed for whatever reason.
Now racing in the rubber there, you got to worry about the tires because back here before, the tires, it was a pretty abrasive on tires as O'Neal now working the bottom. As they come out of turn number 4, he's behind the 4 of Bob Gardner again. 2 laps to go.
One thing to keep in mind too, James. Hudson O'Neal with 2 to go. Right rear 2. Clay Harris right rear 3. So will that matter here?
I don't know, but Harris is going for it.
Going to try.
Clay Harris is going for it. The Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. Clay Harris, can he get O'Neal trapped behind Gardner? It may be too little, too late. Shirley may run up Gardner for a second. Down the back straightaway is not close enough. Hudson O'Neal into turn 3. Out at turn 4, his 26th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for the defending series champion. Harris 2nd, Shirley 3rd, Thornton 4th, 5th is Bronson, 6th Moran, 7th Winger, 8th McCready, 9th Shepard, 10th was Tyler Erb.
I have to wonder if Clay Harris wanted to do that over again, if he might save that move for the last lap instead of coming to the white flag. Does he do it coming to the checker? But either way, obviously, congratulations to Hudson. That's a big win. Nice win for them. But Clay Harris, James, 2nd tonight. That's a big storyline.
And Brian Shirley will round out the podium, the Big River Steel podium. And 3rd, they'll go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. So unofficially, the Todd Steel Building's Hard Charger, Devin Moran, from 23rd to 6th. And again, that's unofficial. The fastest lap of the race, the Coleman Farms fastest lap of the race, is Hudson O'Neal at 15:176. I think under all those cautions, it kind of hurt us there, didn't it? Off the track, just
yeah. And
we're just being honest about it.
I'm not an expert on Florida clay by any stretch of the imagination, but I know that Devin Moran was railing the top, passing cars left and right, and then we sat during that long stretch of cautions, and obviously went the opposite direction. So there's definitely somebody listening at home going, that's not exactly right. You might be right, but I definitely know it was good before that long stretch of cautions than it wasn't after.
Hey, not every race can be race of the year, right?
That's right.
All right, so those guys goes to the UNOH scales, getting Kyle Bronson unofficially 5th, Ricky Thornton Jr. 4th, Brian Shirley 3rd, Clay Harris 2nd, Hudson O'Neal for the 26th time in his career. Don't forget, fans, stay with us. We'll have the Thunder Stock feature coming up. Bonus money on the line for that.
20-lap Thunder Stock A main coming up, James, and I have a bounty update on Rich Pratt in that Monte Carlo car. So don't go anywhere. If you're thinking right now, I only came for Lucas Oil, no. We've got a 20-lap Thunder Stock A main that will be the most viewed Thunder Stock A main in Flow Racing history tonight. I have no doubt about that.
That is for sure. But, 5 cautions in a 3-lap span. And Hudson O'Neal got the lead back on, let's see, Hudson O'Neal led the first 7 laps. Clay Harris led laps 8 through 17. And then from 18 on, it was Hudson O'Neal out in front.
Guys, as we won't even come down here to Lucas Oil Victory Lane as he's in the UNOH scale area. It's worth noting last year, Huddy only had 6 wins on the tour on the way to the championship. As long as he clears the scales, this will be his 2nd win of the year already in the first 4 events. That team's got a lot of speed, what they ended the year with. They're at the Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora. They have continued to start this year. And it's going to be an entertaining year on tours. It's official. He makes his way back to Lucas Oil Victory Lane. Your VLAN feature winner tonight, Hudson O'Neal in cart number 1. His 3rd overall win of the year, 26th career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. He got his first ever win at Golden Isle Speedway over the weekend. And tonight he gets his first win here at Bubba Raceway Park. He becomes the 7th different driver to go to Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Victory Lane, and 11 attempts at this event, at this track, I should say, for the series, as we wait on him to climb out of the race car, picking up $10,000 here tonight, getting ready to head up to All Tech Raceway. He may add another first-time win up there as well, as they've got a lot of speed. Hey, he grabs a Sunoco checkered flag out of the car. Your winner tonight, Hudson O'Neal. The Durham-powered Rocket XR1 in Victory Lane here at Ocala Speedway. He about threw the Sunoco checkered flag off there. Well, Hud, I tell you what, man, you led early, and I'll be honest, I thought something might have been wrong with the race car early in the race. Was that more of a situation of just trying to find the handle, or did you have an issue?
No, I just got caught up behind a lap car down here, and he kind of pinched me, and I just completely messed up and about spun out, and then I just tried to move to get by some of them lap cars and just couldn't move, so I was lucky. Caution came back out, let us get back to 2nd there and give it a run. Man, that Clay, he drove a good race, and I was just able to just sneak by him. One time he just messed up a little bit and got up there, and I think he grabbed the backstretch wall. But just can't thank all my guys, Mark, Danny, Joel, Austin. My dad's here with me, my girlfriend Tessa, everybody back at home watching, Steve and Sherry Baker, everybody at the Rocket Chassis Shop. It's pretty awesome. Hopefully we can keep the ball rolling.
As the racetrack set there were guys early in the race that were kind of railing the top. Then we had that long caution. Do you think, from what you saw, did it change the racetrack at all as it set there?
Maybe a little bit, but that bottom was just really, really wet, and I just never gave up, especially down here. No matter how many laps we ran on it, it never really changed colors. So it just worked out. We were able to get the lead back and just hold on. And I was just trying not to miss that bottom the best I could down here. You had to really slow down and be patient to be able to make sure you stayed in it. And I just can't thank everybody on this race car: Valvoline, Swiber Calf Ranches, O'Neill Savage and Recycling, WR1 Sim Chassis Wheeler Metals, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Performance Grading, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Styles Marine, Andy Durham Race Engines, Sunoco Race Fuels. Everybody a part of this thing, man. Fox Shocks, everybody at Fox, Rocket Chassis, Rocket Pre-Owned. It's just pretty awesome, man. We've had a really good start to Speed Weeks here, and got a lot of races left, so hopefully we can keep it rolling.
You got your first win at Golden Isles over the weekend, the first time you've won there. Then you win your first win here. Is it going to be a year of first for this team?
Well, I hope so. We had speed a lot last year, and growing pains, this or that. Something took us out, a lot of flat tires, and just had a lot of things fall our way this year. We got a new balance with Fox, and so far it's been really good. Struggled here a little bit last night. I told them I ran on the podium a while here. I just never could quite get it done. So happy to finally get that one.
I understand you're going to draw the 50-50. We're going to look around here. I'm told you're going to draw. Oh, here we go. 50-50 is going to come up here. You're going to make somebody a little bit of money. You've made $10,000. We're going to draw the 50-50 ticket right here. This young lady's got it, and we'll draw the 50-50. $500. Where do they take it if they have the ticket? Okay, $500, and you're going to take it to the office. It's 690-9828. Blue ticket, 690-9828. $500 to that person, and tonight Hudson O'Neill, he picks up $10,000. He's down here in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Victory Lane. We'll get your second and third place finishers on the Big River Steel podium. Coming home in second tonight, Florida's own Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida. And we'll get him around here. So he's getting a word with Brian Shirley. We'll grab Clay right now. Clay, I'm just going to ask the question, man. You caught lap traffic there right around lap 17, and you went to the top down in 3 and 4. Hindsight, do you wish you would have rode a little bit more?
Yeah, I should have hugged the bottom there. At first I thought I could go up high and try to, outrun them last night. We can run up high, but I should have knew better, but that's how I passed him in the first place. So I still think it was a good run. We've only run 4 Lucas shows. We made every show. We finished second. We've only done a handful of super racing last year, so I think it's a win in our book.
You reeled him back in late, and you stepped out, and it seemed like maybe the outside had got dirty, slimy. The race car took off on you. What did you feel from the driver's seat when you did try to go to the high side? There were a few laps left.
It was like driving on ice up there. If you put water and ice up there, that's what it felt like. You tried everything you can to hold on to it, really.
Clay, you're getting ready for a Rookie of the Year run with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series, and you said 4 for 4 making these shows. You led tonight. You got on a lot of people's radar. What does it feel like to have a performance like this? I know you wanted to win, but to come out and perform like this and get so close to victory lane, how does it feel?
Oh, it's definitely awesome. Brian and the whole crew have just been working super hard at this. I mean, we've all been working our whole lives for this, So this year, I think will be a good year.
Race fans, Clay Harris comes home in position number 2, rounding out your podium here tonight. Brian Shirley. Brian, man, you were kind of in the catbird seat watching that battle for the lead. And after the way the past week has gone, number one, how good does it feel to finish a race, much less be on the podium?
Yeah, we definitely haven't been giving our sponsors what they deserve here the last couple weeks, but it's the only good thing about having, Bob and them guys behind me is they don't give up on me. They just let me keep doing what I do, and we just got to keep racing here and get in the groove and catch a couple breaks here. Our cars aren't bad. We just a little off and a little bad luck in the very first night. So we're just trying to play catch up a little bit, but can't thank Bob and Lisa Cullen, Thomason Express, Hoker Trucking, Rocket Chassis, Fox Shocks. Everybody truthfully that helps me, my new guys, that's definitely been a learning curve there with the guys on the team and everything. So all in all, it's just nice to get a podium finish, and then hopefully we can build on some more.
Racetrack was tricky tonight. Was there any chance of moving around at all late?
Well, the crazy thing was it was really wet it was just wet on the bottom. We all had soft tires on, so it's not like it rubbered up or anything crazy. It was just too good on the bottom and not enough to get up there on the top. On that one restart when I was in third, I tried to do my best there too, kind of like JD did. JD tried his best on the restarts to see if he could make it, and he could keep me almost at bay for sure. Just wasn't enough to where we could race too wide. But, Bubba and them are trying to do the best they can do and learn what they can do to hopefully be better. So all in all, they just got to learn from it. And like us, we race and we learn how to do a better job next time.
Chatham, Illinois' Brian Shirley rounds out the podium. He comes home in third. Michael, James, another one in the books. Thunderstock feature still to go, but with Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, we slide up to All Tech Raceway.